Hey y'all, welcome back to Movement Link. So when we're talking about kipping, toes to bar, pull-ups, chest to bar pull-ups, muscle ups, all of these things, there's an extremely common mistake I see people make, and it's they just start, even before they're hanging from the bar, they just start in the wrong position and it throws their rhythm off. So just to kind of show you what I'm talking about here is what happens, and I think it's just not wanting to look up and jump straight up. So what people do is, and I'm going to exaggerate a little bit so you can see it a little better, but they start back here and they jump to the bar. And then notice what my body's doing. So I jump to the bar from here, and now I have all of this momentum going this way that's eventually going to go back this way, and so on. So remember, if we're talking about kipping, really for anything, we want to stay nice and centered on the bar. So if I start from under it and I jump up, I'm centered. And now when I kip, I'm in complete control. So as I do those, this is one of the drills we do for both toes to bar and kipping pull-ups. If I try and do that drill and I start from here, the drill gets really hard. So I jump up and then I'm trying to kip and stop in the center, and you see, and that looks like I'm joking. Let me try it again. I'm gonna really stop talking. I'm gonna try and focus up. I'm gonna try and do it from here. There, now I got it. So you see how long it takes me, where if I'm here, there we go, in control. So this is the common mistake people make, is they jump into it, and then that's when you see the, especially when people start working on butterfly pull-ups and kipping pull-ups, you see that one pull-up here, the next one back here, then the next one here, and they're like, well, I can do them, but I get out of rhythm around rep 3 or 5. Really, they're out of rhythm at rep 1 because they're jumping into it. So all you gotta do is, when you're working on these things, start from directly under the pull-up bar. Start with the drills first, and make sure that we can stay centered and we can control this. And once you have that control, then move in to adding in the kip. But just how you're starting might be putting you off to immediate disadvantage. And if you can start just right under that bar, so much better. So to keep continuing here before I let you go here, a lot of confusion happens because in gymnastics, there's something called the glide kip. And what they actually do in the glide kip is exactly what I'm telling you not to do. So again, this goes back to kind of the argument and the thing I talk about all the time. There's usually not this is right in every situation and this is wrong in every situation type thing. There's usually a time and place for everything. So what the glide kip is they jump into it and they create this big arch position that gets them out of balance or out of rhythm way on this side of the bar. That way when they go and they pull their toes up to the bar, their momentum swings their body around, and then they can do like a little pull down and it flips them up on top of the bar. So the gymnasts use this to get on the parallel bars, and it's just called a glide kip. And it's basically getting out of rhythm on purpose. So then that way that rhythm they can take advantage of it, and it can swoop them around the bar right there. So keep in mind, when we're doing toes to bar and we're trying to stay centered, kipping pull-ups and we're trying to stay centered, butterfly pull-ups and we're trying to stay centered, bar muscle ups and we're trying to stay centered. There's two different types. There's the glide kip bar muscle up, and then there's the regular kip bar muscle up. We like the regular kip because as soon as you hop on rings, you can't glide kip anymore. As soon as you're doing toes to bar and pull-ups, you can't glide kip anymore. So that doesn't mean glide kip is not a good movement. It's a great exercise to learn and to know, but it is something to keep in mind. We're always looking for those things that have more skill transfer. So if you've already developed those other kipping where we stay centered, then I would move on to the glide kip, but I wouldn't start with the glide kip unless you're coming from a gymnastics background. Hope that helps. Talk to y'all soon. All right, I haven't practiced the glide kip in 6 months, so let's see if I can do it and demo one here. Not really. Kind of, you get the gist of it. I was way over here, way over there. It a little bit swooped me. I feel like I did more of a regular one there. But anyway, there's a time and place for everything. It's a lot of fun to play around with it all. Hope all this helps. Talk to y'all soon.